This is another Red Hot Chili Pepper clip from the Are You Authorized rockumentary that was put together 10 years ago and was screened and then was dismantled by the editor. Funny how that happens. The picture you just saw, that was me. My mom and dad were way ahead of the Maxell ad, JBL speakers, Maxell. 1969. I was 4 years old, and they plugged me into the FM stereo, which had the rabbit ear antennas. There were no Wi-Fi back then, so they were really ahead of Maxell and JBL when they came up with this one. It's legendary. Sometime in the 80s. But both my parents, my mom and dad, were way ahead of them, as you could see. I kind of enjoy that. As far as the equipment, I was using Panasonic. 1988. I had a Panasonic handheld camera on the VHS format, which I love that format. It's kind of like the vinyl of the video world. Before GoPro, before iPhones, before 1080p. Panasonic PV420. So that's the camera, Panasonic. I could use new equipment. Maybe one of your top-of-the-line cameras. You can send it to me. Get a hold of me through my email at the business address in the show notes on my YouTube site here. All of this footage was shot on a Panasonic camera. So Panasonic, yeah, some equipment my way, send it my way. Since I gave you this great plug in this Red Hot Chili Pepper movie. Let's move on real quick here. Apple. I'm using an Apple MacBook. So Apple, I could use a couple new computers since I just gave you this great, wonderful ad in this Red Hot Chili Pepper film. Thank you, Apple. So interestingly enough, with this film footage, in 1998, I went into business with Earthlink Networks to build one of the first social media websites to stream video and send it back and forth to your friends and give a thumbs up if you like or dislike, thumbs down, views, the whole thing. The platform would become YouTube, which was interesting. This was in 1998, 7 years before YouTube actually launched YouTube. So the Earthlink employees tried to steal all these films at World Rockumentary channel here. I had to get a hold of the FBI. Hey, FBI. I could use a lifetime supply of being your best friend. They helped out and recovered all the film masters. Within 24 hours, they were back in my possession. That's a whole different ballgame. This film with the Chili Peppers is called Are You Authorized? And it's called that because Anthony coined it. He came up to me and said, "Hey, are you authorized?"
An extra sock for Lindy.
Are you authorized by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Get that on tape.
I did. Mark, this strap for some reason hurts my back.
Hey, what do you want?
So that was Anthony coming up to me. I was behind the camera, standing next to Lindy Getz, their manager at the time. I had just zoomed in on John Frusciante giving me an awesome unplugged lead jam on his guitar. And then Anthony approaches me and said, "Are you authorized by any chance?" And I say, "Yes, I am." And the rest is history. So there's hours and hours and hours of the Red Hot Chili Pepper footage, which we put together back in 2005. I was in contact with Eric Greenspan, the band's attorney at the time. And they were ready to accept the delivery of a finished film. It was 120 minutes. The editor, my girlfriend at the time, kind of held it hostage, and during a breakup, just wouldn't give it, wouldn't make a copy to burn, basically poo-pooed it. So that's how that went, and here we are 10, 11 years later, and I'm just putting these clips up on YouTube for the world to enjoy until I make the move to get this thing done, which I've been working on right now. Digitizing everything. These films are all registered copyrights in the Library of Congress, Washington, D.C., so the digital copies are preserved there, or just copies of clips. The actual vault, I would love to get the fundage to get this thing preserved. which is an ultimate goal. You know, at this age, this point in time, who knows how long YouTube's going to be in business? Another 500 years, another 1,000 years? These clips will be up here for hundreds of years to come. So I hope you enjoy. Everyone, you can get a contact, you know, through me. Send all the money and all the products to my house. Send it. Don't send it UPS. Send it FedEx. And in this clip you're going to see is from 1988, so it's 28 years old. 28 years old, and the master's restored. Fantastic, obviously, because it looks so darn good. I'm actually astounded how well these analog videotapes have held up. And it's something I learned back in film class, back in the 7th, 8th grade, how to store a film or a videotape. And I must have been about 12 or 13 when I learned that. So here we are 28 years later, and these films are just fantastic. Watch Flea. This is called Stone Cold Bush. Watch Flea.